Hi everybody, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home. I am coming to you with hashtag Thursday BookTube. This is put on by My Mountain Home and Kitchen and Life with Patty. And please check those ladies out. I will have their links below. So it's where we talk about books, anything books. And please ignore my half-dried hair and my curls, because this is what happens when I do nothing with my hair. There's curls all over. Actually, if I do absolutely nothing, there's ringlets. But since I put a brush through it, I get little smaller ringlets or smaller amount of curls. So this is me, yeah, when I don't have my hair up and I've just, yeah. See the ringlets starting? Yeah. Anyways, enough about hair. It's hashtag Thursday BookTube. It's not hashtag HairTube. Maybe that's a hashtag. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm a day late, and I know I have an excuse, and it's a book excuse. So my book club, I have a Facebook book club that I'm a member of. And we have these games. And one of the games is tic-tac-toe. You have the bingo card and the read card as well, but I always focus on tic-tac-toe because there's no way I can do the amount of reading that other people can do. So it's 9 books, and they give you prompts, different prompts each month, and you try to find a book that fits those prompts. So for instance, middle one is always mood read. You can read whatever you want. Another one, for instance, one of the ones that this one is book with friends. So you got to find a book that's around friendship and stuff like that. Set in a major city. So you got to find a book that's set like in a major city and stuff like this. And you can think outside the box too, because for instance, the set in a major city, I chose, there's fantasy for this one, and it's multiple Londons that they're talking about at any given time. So it's still London, but it's multiple of them. So anyways, I was almost to my 9th one, and the book with friends, I was almost finished, and I wanted to get my tic-tac-toe board done, and I was all excited to get one because I've only had, and this year's first time I'm doing it, and I've only had one that I did the full thing, and I was so excited because I was gonna have, so I read the rest of the book. I had like 35% left that I had to read. And I just, like, I was on my tablet reading for a couple hours yesterday because I'm just sitting there. I want to get it done. I'm so excited. Anyways, I did. And it's the one book with friends. So that's the one I'm going to talk about today. And I gave this a 5-star. And for me, a 5-star is, yeah, it has to be a really good book for me to give it a 5-star. I'm pretty picky about my 5 stars. So I am going to talk about that one. I'm also going to talk about my mood read one. That needs some help, that book. I was not happy with it, and I gave it a pretty low rating. I gave it a rating of 2. So I'll talk about that one first, just to get it out of the way. Oops, my tablet just fell. So it's called The Clinic by Kate Quinn. And it is about, it's about a girl's sister passing away in a clinic that helps with, in her sister's case, drug addiction, but other addictions as well. So that she's going to go into this clinic and try to find out what happened to her sister. That's the whole idea of it. The reason she thinks she can do this is because she has a job in a casino where she tries to catch cheaters, and she has all these different personas she uses to catch cheaters, and she's really good at poker, so she thinks she can read people's faces and stuff like this. I there's all these different reasons she might have passed. And they supposedly told the police that they didn't have the body anymore, things like this. It's a variety of things that were a little bit cliche. How about that? It's not like it hasn't been done before. And the writing was not that good. The main character, I can't say I liked her at all. I didn't like her character. And it was predictable. So I knew what was going to... I even knew the person that... Like, the only thing I didn't know is how they did it. But that's... But I knew it, pretty much everything except for the... Okay, how... You'll understand if you read the book at the end. But otherwise, meh. So I gave it a 2. That's it. But the last list of Mabel Beaumont. Oh my gosh. I cried through the last 30% of this, I think. 25% of it. I cried. This is about a lady, and he passes, her husband passes away. Her husband of 60 some odd years passes away. And she's all alone, and she discovers he was a list taker. He always had lists. And he had a list, and at the end of the list, it said find D. Just D. And it was... She instantly thought of the friend that she basically lost touch with 60 years ago. And she thinks that's what he's indicating, is to find her. So it goes into her finding a group of friends, different ways. Her getting more out there is one of them. And all the friends and their scenarios. And then the story of her relationship with her husband, her brother, her Dot, the one she's looking for. And yeah, it goes into all of that. And in the end, you just, like, there's happy tears and there's unhappy tears and tears that are not like you're tearful one minute and it turns out it didn't happen and that way, and like it was a mess. I was a mess. I had to have my glasses off. So anyways, it's an uplifting story, but at the same time it's a very sad story. But it's all about these group of friends, and they want to help her find Dot. And I'm just, yeah. Patty, I know this is one of yours. I have a feeling this is one of yours. girl, you and I are on the same book link. Um, I think you would enjoy this one. And she says the most like inappropriate things sometimes. Like she's just so blunt sometimes, and not Patty, Mabel. But you really fall in love with Mabel, I think, and the characters that she has around her. And yeah, I was really happy that I read it, and it's a great book showing friendship and love, and yeah. So that's what I have for you today, and I apologize that it is a day late. And please check out the host below. I will also put the link to the book for good, the 2 books for Goodreads, and I will put a link to my Facebook book club if you're interested, because the Facebook book club, it's a smaller book club. It only allows a certain amount of people in. So that's why I enjoy it, is because you get to know a lot of the people. You don't have to read a certain book. For instance, we usually in about a month and a half, 2 months in advance, they'll say, okay, we're going to be discussing these 2 books in September, for instance. And if you choose to read those 2 books and you choose to have the discussion on Facebook about those 2 books, great. If you don't want to, that's fine too. There's other ways to participate. You only have to participate at least once every 2 months in something, and it can be all different kinds of things. We have buddy reads, we have games, and we have my favorite thing is the Wednesday Zoom, weekly Zoom that we have, and everybody gets together. We don't all read the same book, and you don't need to pay anything for Zoom. It's a personal thing. It's not something you have to pay for. You go on there, you get used to everybody, and it is really nice, and they're very accepting of everybody that comes in. And yeah, I really like that group, and we know each other well, and all the new people know right off the bat that, you know, you're one of us. Come in and chat with us. But you don't need to read a specific book in there. You read what you want to read, and you're going to discuss what you're reading, and that's it. So anyways, if you want to check it out, I'll put it below. Thank you very much for stopping by, you guys, and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.